Hello. You are not muted, by the way, so you know.
It said I was muted just now.
Oh, now you are. Now you are. Now you're on. Hello. Oh my goodness. Here we are, day 4. Last night I was thinking I got it all set up for day 4. So in my head, I'm like, oh, it's day 5, right? No, we're on day 4. I get a day ahead when I get prepared like that. So how is everybody doing tonight? I see Bonnie in the chat already. Miss Kathy. Kathleen is in the chat. Hi, Miss Kathleen. Flea Marquee. Oh my, no, not Flea Marquee. My Flea Market Treasures. Jerry is in the chat. Good to see you tonight. Thanks for coming. Sherry Edwards. Everybody jumping in. Melinda. Oh, and she made it. Made it last night. She didn't fall asleep. Good job, Melinda. So, hi. I did a quick round of almost 2 hours of Aunt Becky, please help me babysit super fast. So I ran over to my niece's house and helped her babysit the 3 babies because she let her sister go to a helped her out with her going to a Christmas party. So I am running back home, jumping back on for the for tonight with everybody here. I called Kim on the way and said, I'm on my way home. I'll be there quickly, be there soon. And she is in the chat. She is listening in so she can help us out mod tonight. So here we are. Yay. Doesn't feel like it's 8 o'clock already since it's been dark since like 4. Jeff is home. Hanging out in the chat as well. Let's see what else we got in there. I think that's all. I'm on live chat, making sure I got all the things. M is in the chat. Good to see you tonight. So here we are. Becky, Vintage Viking Treasures. We're on day 4, 12 days of Christmas, which means 12 live sales in a row. And nope, there's Mom. I have a new round for you all. And I picked up another round today earlier for another day down the road. So we got it all lined up for all sorts of goodies coming. Again, I will be invoicing everything together so we can combine invoices and combine shipping, and that will happen. Invoices will go out after the 12 days are completed, unless we have something super duper long and crazy and it's easier to break it up. But generally speaking, it'll all be together. Kim, do you want to say hi before we get started tonight?
Yeah, happy 4th day, everyone.
So we have that new system so she can jump in, mods can jump in and let me know if there's something that we need to take care of. And I thought I'd let you guys know what this was that was in the keychain box. There's Gail. The keychain bags last night would be the right word. So I put it all back together and I Google imaged it. And as I was doing that, I figured out that it has a magnet here. So this goes together like this. Ooh, loudly. And this is stretchy. I Google imaged it. This is one of a pair of 2 curtain like tie backs. So you can stretch it around your curtain, hold them tight, and keeps them pulled to the side. I thought that was kind of fun. I've never seen one like this before. I've seen tons of other ones before, but it's kind of fun. So that is the mystery item from last night. If anybody needs one curtain tie back, you just let me know. Right, exactly. Who knew? Who would have guessed, quite frankly? So, all right. So tonight I'm starting with miniatures, which means they are mostly like, say, a dollhouse kind of size and or a type tray that you can like put on the wall and put your minis up in the wall. A few things are a little bit bigger than the ones you can put in the type cut trays, but they are still dollhouse size. So that is the plan for tonight. And we got 22 people in the chat. That's super awesome. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here and hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate you coming and, you know, just have fun in the chat, hang out, have a fun conversation. You never know what's going to pop up in the chat. It was a beats conversation last time that was interesting. So you never know what we're going to talk about around here. And with that, are we ready to go ahead and get started? Are you good, Kim? You can put it in the chat or you can talk to me. Either way, I don't care. I'll watch for it. She's ready. Okay, is everybody ready in the chat? I'm going to get this bag opened. I've just been putting small minis that are this category just in a bin, ready to go for this sale. And I've come up with some, I'm like, there are all sorts of random things. So first, I think I've shown this before. We're going to start out with the big one. This is a lamp. So the glass shade, or the shade is glass. It's melt glass. I don't know. Yeah, it does fire. I looked it up again to refresh my memory. It originally came with little bottles of miniature bottles of perfume with it. It comes apart. They have 1, 2, 3 pieces on the stand, and then the foot and the tray here all come apart for shipping. I've seen these in a couple different colorways online, and we can start this one at $12. This has like the little cut silhouettes of a colonial, or not colonial necessarily, but that's kind of what it looks like with his long drapey sleeves and his little ponytail. Kind of looks like George Washington era. I also did see in what the description of the lamp was that it's from the 30s or 40s by Stuart Miniatures. I don't know if it's marked anywhere. No, mine doesn't have anything on the bottom. If it had a paper, it is long gone. But again, the whole thing comes apart. And so like the miniature bottles went here and they just were up like this, up into the shade. And that's how the whole thing was marketed in the first place. So I'm going to try not to drop it because that's what I did. I'm really good at that. There's the lampshade, which is about the size of, say, a custard cup. It's got really pretty fire to it, almost into the pinks. There is a few chips. You can see it right there. It's seen a few things. It's almost 100 years old. All comes apart, all the pieces, just like that. So that is our first one. Let me see if I can put it back together now that I've taken it apart. Okay, just so I don't lose any of the pieces. All right, there we go. And it is going off over here. Perfect. What that's for. Okay, got all our spaces and all the things. Next up, I have a train. So this would probably be the size you could put underneath a tree for a dollhouse, and maybe even a tree for a Barbie size. These will be $3 each. I have 7 available. Now, I think they had them also where you could make them as an ornament, but that's the size that would go underneath a tree, basically. So the engine, a couple cars, and then the caboose. It's all wooden. I think these are like made in Taiwan era. Let me see what this says. There was a little sticker. Yep, made in Taiwan. And it popped off. But I have 7 of those available. $3 each. They do not, they're not articulated. They're not movable. Like it's not bending and changing. This is a solid little chain that they've put between the 2 pieces. So there's a little wiggle room to it, but it's not like going to curve unless you actually bend the the metal pieces. Kathleen's going to take one. All right, you got it, Miss Kathleen. Oh, I didn't pull out something to write on. Imagine that. Get the magnifying glass out so we can see everything. If we have anything we need. Okay. Eileen. Train. Got it. All right. It would be a cute little ornament, especially if you had somebody with like a 4-letter name. You could personalize it, or a 3-letter name. It'd be super cute too. Stephanie would like one. You got it. Hi, Geneva. Welcome in. Good to see you. Is it cold up there? I hear it's a little chilly up that direction. One of the gals that works at a store here that I visit a lot, she said she was going up for a funeral, and it was a very chilly forecast that she was looking at. I think I have a couple things you might have seen before, but I'll mix them all in, make sure we're not totally duplicating, because I had a couple really fun pieces that didn't get claimed last time, and they just went back to the same spot. Oh, Gail would like a lamp and a train. You got it, Gail. Lamp was 12. Train is 3. Perfect. Yeah, see, occasionally I don't show everybody all the things. That lamp's been hanging out here for a little while. Hi, Beth. Good to see you again tonight. Okay. I do have some new pieces along with the old ones because I found they were just so cute. I couldn't pass them up. Let me try this one. Oh, yeah, this will be fun to show. This will...
Becky.
Sorry. Yes.
Bonnie needs a train too.
Okay. That means we have 3 trains left. 3 left. Okay. Where did my extra... Let's see if we can get this to stand up again. Okay. Next up is a little like dresser set or bathroom set. So we have a little perfume, this is new. So it would be a $4 start. It has a little makeup brush. Trying to see how I could stand it up to show you. Okay, we're going to do it this way. Okay, I got it, Kim. Itty bitty makeup brush with a little bit of powder on it. These are tiny. These are all about a 1/2 inch or under. So Melinda, train for 3. Got it? 2 left. We have the little perfume in this set. We have the little lipstick. They might need a little bit of like the wax or the museum putty or something to keep it so they stand up. We have a nail polish, and I mean, they're just teeny tiny. And a little powder puff in the tray. So here's the tray, and this is a little powder puff, and it fits right down in there. So it's basically 5 pieces. No. And they're not going to stand up for me, but you can see them all next to each other right there, and how big they are. So they're just tiny. Sometimes I like, are those going to come out like a super, good detail, or we have just some crazy, I mean, I know they're just teeny tiny, itty bitty. It even has a little angle on the lipstick. Okay, put it back in the baggie so I don't lose those. Next choice. This one is real as well. I mean, new also. They're all real. Good grief. All right, we'll show it this way. Kim wants to know what the start would be. This will be a $5 start, Kim. This is a metal tin that looks like the little Danish butter cookies. It's almost the size of a Carmex container. And that was my question we got the green. Yeah, it's gonna be chilly, I think, up there. That's not fun. And then inside it's got the paper that looks like the little liner with the print on it. So that even comes out. Goes right in there. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 little bitty butter cookies in a couple different shapes. We have the one that's kind of like a little pretzel shape. And then we have like a little round one. And this one is like a little more of a rectangle. Like that. And it's just got a little piece of foam underneath there. You can kind of see how it squishes down in so they can all sit on top of that. And they're teeny tiny. So about, I would say 3/8 of an inch are the cookies size. And they all fit right in the top of the tin. And I know what some people were also doing with these little tins is they were converting them into like sewing tins. Like what grandma used to do was put miniature buttons in it or little pieces of thread to make like a little sewing kit. And putting it like next to a reclining chair in their dollhouse and stuff. I thought that was really clever. So it's just teeny tiny. The tin itself is almost 1.5 inches across. Okay. Yeah. Miss Gail claiming the tin. We're going to give Gail a workout today, I think. I talked to her earlier today, and she said she kept getting kicked out yesterday when she was trying to type. Well, that's no fun. The bummer. Okay. Now this one isn't. It's more of a miniature for a miniature shelf. It is the smallest, like one of the small sizes of the Russian nesting dolls. This will be a $3 start, and I think they put it. Like it might have been a little ornament or some, I can't imagine they did a keychain out of it, but I thought it'd be also good for the shelf. It almost looks like an angel with the ring hanging behind her. It does not open. There is no more smaller ones inside. It is a smaller size. Burgundy, pink roses, and there's her little blue eyes, red hair. She is just at 1 5/8 inches tall and just about 3/4 of an inch across. So, and she's made out of wood. I feel like I have too many. I want the trays just in case I lose something on the floor, but then it's in the way, all the things. Okay. Next up, I have a quantity of 2 available. These are a little bit older. I know that they are about a size for the dollhouse as well. Melinda. You got it, Melinda. With all there were 3 little kids and my niece and my daughter and a dog and the music on. So now it's super quiet here now that I am home again. And the Russian doll is going to Miss Melinda. Thank you, Melinda. So I have 2 of these available. The start will be, I was contemplating how quiet it was here as I move things around. $5 start. These are metal. Let's just drop them. They're the little Singer sewing machines. So this one has the gold highlights on it. There they go. Both of them do. I would say they're almost exactly the same. They're very, very similar. This one has a little bit longer needle. I found them in different places, but I'm pretty sure they're both, yeah, they say Singer on them right there. And I'm gonna, as I hold this one up here, they are 1.5 inches basically long, almost 3/4 inches wide, and right at 1.25 inches tall. So I have 2 of them available. So if we have 2 people in and 2 available, they can each get one. Let me see. Put this one over here. And write it down. Oh, that would be the question, I guess. You are correct, Kim. Thank you. Mom King just needs 1. Thank you. And then Bonnie's going to take the other. Perfect. Thank you so much. I'm going to stick with something a little bit older. Oh, I didn't check it first. See if it glowed, just in case. And this one is a little like trinket box. It's heart-shaped, gold tone. I'm guessing it's brass or a gold. It's got a gold over a pot metal. Has a little spring hinge. This will be a $5 start as well. And it has purple rhinestones on the top. So I don't know if it was originally like a little pill box, to put that in, or, I mean, it fits perfect in the little trinkets and the little dollhouse sizes. Hi, Nancy. Welcome in. Good to see you tonight. The size is, it's 1 1/4 by 1 1/8 in size, and it is just at almost 3/4 inches tall with the rhinestones. And those rhinestones do not react to black light, unfortunately. I have not seen any marks on it in terms of who made it. But again, you can kind of see that it kind of has a little spring-loaded hinge to it. So it's a cute little heart. Right? Okay, that one's going there. I think I've shown these before, but since we're doing littles again, we're going to show them one more time. These will be a $3 choice, Kim. I have the little miniature glass pitchers. Somebody had a whole collection when I picked these up. This one is just a plain, it's like a blue-green glass with a handle attached, and it's got a few bubbles in it. It says made in Mexico on the bottom. Part of that tag has come off. The number on it was the person who originally had it for their little collection. Emma's taken the heart trinket box. Heart trinket. 5. Thank you, Em. Perfect. Just putting those over there. Bonnie gets one of those. That way. That way. Okay. Mom's in on this one. Oh, I was going to tell you how tall it was. Almost 2 inches tall and about 2 inches wide with that handle right there. So about yay big. Well, looks like we got Gail's in at 5. Oh, I should check this one. I keep putting away my black light. Why do I do that? Just in case. No reactions. Let's leave it out. Now I won't need it. Mom is out. This is the picture from Mexico. And we're at 5. Thank you, Kim. I'll show you the next one. It's also a $3 start. This one is a little bit shorter. It's lots thinner and is not as heavy. It's 1.5 inches tall by approximately 1 3/4 wide. It does not have any mark other than the inventory number that somebody had, and it has a little bit of a color on the glass on the rim. I don't know if that's applied or what, but it reminds me of the really thin like floats, and it is just a little bit tinier and more bulbous at the bottom around here. So probably needs a little bath, quite frankly. Got some nice dirt in there. Oh, you need some printer trays? Yeah. Couple we took down to Texas, but they're real. I mean, I don't know if I would want to ship them, quite honestly. But that is that's the other one number 2 that I have. Yeah, I know Mom had one. I used to have one in my room when I was growing up that had all sorts of littles in it. Mom's in on the shorter one. Okay. You got it. And then I have one more. This one is it's almost the same height. It's about 2 inches tall, about 2 inches wide. It's a lightweight, very thin glass again. Someone painted on it, and there's a little bit of paint loss where the flower is. It is very lightweight. No marking on the bottom other than the number from the inventory. And again, this is about the same size as the first one, but much lighter weight, not as thick a glass, and just a little different shape. And this is the last of the little pictures that I have. Okay. Oh my goodness. All sorts of fun stuff tonight. I feel like I need to take a deep breath. Just, ooh. Okay. These are new. They're so cute. Oh my gosh. These are $2 each. I have 3 available. They're different colors. These are hilarious to me. Let me get them turned all the right direction so everybody's facing the same way. Oh, there we go. Come on now. Okay. These are the little loofah bath scrubbers. $2 each. I have yellow. I have pink. And I have blue. And you can tell by sitting on my pinky how little they are. So the little puff ball that looks like the netting is about 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch. And then they have a little cord of white elastic so that it can hang. You could put them on somebody's hand or on a little washstand or something like that. But I thought, oh my goodness, aren't they just the little cutest little scrubbers? Apparently, I'm revisiting my dollhouse days. I can't leave the littles when I see them. All right, Miss Gail. You can let me know what color you would like. Any pink, blue, yellow. Let's see, bath. There are 2. Got it. Put this one here. Put this one here. This one. We're done with that. All right. So you'd like a pink one. Thank you, Gail. Cool. We're going to go to a piece of furniture. This will be a $12 start. I'm going to just hold it up one piece at a time. It is a little wash basin, so it should be dollhouse size, and whatever scale that is made out of wood. And then I have the little basin bowl it's white with the blueprint that says Home Sweet Home that fits on the basin on the stand. Pretty good there. And then the little pitcher that is white that goes in the basin. I can get a size of the stand, which is 3.5 inches tall, 2.5 inches wide, and 2 inches deep. So 2 inches deep, 2.5 inches across, 3.5 tall. The little pitcher and stand are both ceramic. Let's sit up here and go on the stand itself. Need some little towels or something to go with this one. To not tip it over. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Next up, I think I might have showed this when I was on the road. It's a little miniature, right, Kim? That would look cute next to it. It's kind of the wrong era, but it would look cute. Wooden snowman, he's $2 with a little top hat. He's 1.5 inches tall with a little felt red scarf. I think he came in a group that I had when I was on the road. I have a $2 little miniature mushroom. This one is plastic. He is 7/8 inches tall and about 1/2 inch across the top. Right? We did. Oh, tell them? Okay. Mom and I when we went to the gala, which is the Fenton convention in Kansas City one year, we went to a toy museum. It has a miniature museum, like it's together in the same building. And downstairs, it was like one lady's whole collection of miniatures throughout the whole thing. Spectacularly done in terms of display. And then upstairs was all toys, different eras, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Super cool museum if you're interested in that kind of stuff. I have a cake starting at $3, Kim. This is a little cake. It's decorated with the little critters with party hats and a little yellow trim on it. And it comes in this little cake carrying box, like so. Just like a little acrylic box. And it shuts, so it looks like it's come from the bakery. I know the glare is something else. That's why I took it off to begin with. The box itself is about 1.25 inches square. Cube. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Glare on the top is crazy. Okay. I need to open this one. I thought I had these open, and I did not. All right, scissors. I forgot that these would be good for this night with the miniatures. So I have some miniature type cut trays. Like some of these little itty bitties could fit in it, and or I have some miniature like shells or rocks that would for sure fit in them. The trays themselves, I think they can be $4 each. Let's do that. I think we can do that. I have 2 different colors. So make sure that nobody's stuck together here. So I have this lighter wood color. This one looks like it had a little chip on it, just needs a little furniture or a little dot, just like this. So I have 4 of these available, and I have the same shape, but a little bit deeper in the dark wood color. I think it's the same. Let me turn them the right direction. So yes. And mom wants one. So it's the same shape, same openings, but the dark wood one is a little bit deeper, like a 1/4 of an inch deeper. This one's a 1/4 inch deep, and the dark brown is 3/8 of an inch deep. So which would you like, Mom? And so this is the mini pipe tray. The light wood, you got it. And that is at 4. Okay. And now I'm gonna, yeah, we don't need those. So, all right. If anyone else is interested, I have 2 of the dark and 3 more of the lighter ones available. Gales would like a dark. That's the light. I think we're going to have a crafting party at Gail's house to put all of her miniatures together with all of our little bitty fingers. He's going here. Got it. Cool. All right. Next up, I have a little mini rolling pin. $3 start. It has the red handles, the natural wood on the rolling pin. I know, right? You know, I was thinking about that. I'm like, well, shoot, everybody that is local, the free shipping isn't such a big bonus for you guys. Figuring out how I'd need to do for that. 2.5 inches long by 1/2 inch across. Probably would be a great idea to use tweezers. I agree. This reminds me of the little Lefse rolling pin, honestly. Okay, that goes back over there. Let's see what this one has in it. This one's a little zip bag. Move this over here. Perfect. Get everybody out of our way. This one is a little mini plate. It's about 1 inch across, and I can't even, and less than a 1/4 inch deep. It is Goosey Gander. So it's one of the little nursery rhymes. Reminds me a little bit of the Norman Rockwell, but it is the nursery rhyme printed on this little itty bitty porcelain plate. So you go great with your cake.
Did you say a price?
No, probably not. So let's do $3. Sorry, I was trying to measure it before I got too far. And he also looks like he's the guy that runs upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown, but it does say, can we read it? Is it coming up? It does say Goosey Gander, and there's the goose under his feet. I'm not terribly familiar with that nursery rhyme, but it's got a fun railing and his little nightcap and everything. Okay. This one's a little bit bigger. but I think it'd be like a type, like for a miniature tray on the wall. It's stone. It's an elephant. It can be a $4 start. Ivories, browns, grays. I do not know where it came from or what kind of a stone it is, quite frankly. But is a carved elephant. He's almost 2 inches tall by 1.25. A little bit wider this way than he is this way. You can see his little eyes, and almost 2 inches tall. And I found him, I was looking through some other jewelry, and I'm like, what are you doing over here in the jewelry box? Silly elephant. Okay. I do have a couple more vintage metal pieces. I think before they did a lot of the porcelain miniatures, they made them out of metal. This is a little kitty cat. So what you're seeing here is like a little bit of the wax somebody had for it to stay in a type cut tray. This needs to be a $6 start because these are quite old, but adorable little kitty cat. He is 1.5 inches long by about 7/8 inch wide, and just over 1 inch tall with his tail as he sits this direction. But he's in really good shape. Lots of these metal ones. I have a couple other ones that you can see that the paint is coming off of it. And it's very heavy. So M is in on the little kitty cat. This is the metal one. Metal. And we're at, oh, MJ came in at 7. Got it. I need to remember, I'm writing down the item first. So here's the size again. And let me put him on the tray so you can see how he sits. He's kind of more crouching with that one paw down low. That or his wax is smushed. There we go. Yeah, that's probably why they had the museum wax on it, so he would sit straight. So he wouldn't tip over. All right, MJ is in at 9. Thank you. Put that back over here. And gonna open this baggie. Oh, it's kind of a calico look with the spots on it. So, Em, are you in or out? Oh, it's gonna stay in. Oh my goodness. I forget. I know I've put stuff away, but I'm like, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. I don't want it to roll off while we're at it here. I know I have another one of those somewhere. Scottish fold. Oh, that's a kind. That's cool. Last call. MJ is out. Thank you. Oh, excuse me. At 10 with the metal cat. Perfect. Thank you so much, both of you. Oh, what are those? Wow. Okay. Oh, I know what some of them I did. This is crazy to me. What? I'm like, where did these come from? Where is this? Okay. All right. That makes sense now. Too many items. Too many little itty bitties. I have 4 little jars. So they're meant to be like little bottles with I got that. Thank you, Kim. like little seeds or beans or something in it. They are almost an inch tall and barely 3/8 of an inch wide. So I can do them as a set, which is probably just as easy as anything, for like $6. So I have the green one here. And then I have this one that kind of looks like wheat or rice, like brown grains. They have each have a little cork on the start. This one, it almost looks like the mustard seeds like we had in the keychain the other day. And then this one is in an orange tone, maybe like a little lentil or something. So they'd be great for a kitchen, or if you have somebody who likes like the pickling or the canning stuff. I can't hold more than 2. They slip out of my fingers. But they are little glass jars with corks. And I'm thinking that they're real seeds, but I can neither confirm nor deny this part. Okay, you guys stay in there. Next, I have, is it sliding apart? Is it staying together? Okay, this one needs a little bit. It's a little barrel of apples. And it looks like one of the slats here is loose. This would be $2 because it would need a little bit of repair to keep what these little barrel rings look like that are starting to come loose, but it has little apples on top. Yay big, which means about 1.25 inches tall and 7/8 inch across. Yeah, see, that's what's happening, is this little slat right here is falling out from there on the side of this little barrel. Oh, on the cat, they were both at 10? Okay, so Kim, do we need to revisit that? Or at least just go up and double check it?
Isn't M. Brown using Genesis, the login
Yeah.
tonight?
Correct.
And it's the same person. She was up against MJ. So it got a little confusing.
Okay, and you put in okay, so probably need to just refer to her in the chat as Genesis, and I'll probably try and remember that too, so it's less confusing.
I will do that.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, M and MJ, and and a different login name. That would be the confusion. That would be the confusion. All right, I'm gonna put all these little pieces back in the baggie so we don't lose the apples barrel. So that's why I got a Kim tonight, Mom. All right, putting it all back in the little baggie. Okay, what's next? Oh, well, I have a giant apple, which is like maybe a good size, like a Barbie size apple. Somebody put a little felt pad on it so it would sit straight. This will be a $2 apple. I believe this one is also wooden as well with a wire stem. Which means with that foot on it, it is it's almost 1 inch tall and about 5 inches. Yeah, 5/8 across. Painted wood, red apple. What else we got in here? Oh, I have some baskets. No worries. I want to make sure everybody's all on the same page. But we'll do better, and it's because I'm calling people by their names versus their login names. I have plants. I have no idea if we showed these before or not. Plants and baskets. Let's call these $2 each because they need a little bit of love and care because they were smushed in the same bag. So we have the terracotta pot, with the faux leaves that have a metal stem on them so they can be rearranged a little bit and less smushed, which it's just under an inch tall. And that's one of the $2 plant choices. And this one is like in a little copper pot with little yellow floral. Little copper pitcher. That's just under an inch tall. Maybe, yeah. Then we have, what is that? That's strange. Anyway, we have a little basket. Maybe it was hanging in like a wishing well or something. We have a little bucket with a blue flower. This is a metal bucket. It was painted white. It has a little bit of a chippy to it. Well, Miss Sandy, good to see you. Just throw whichever choice it is you'd like in there. As long as nobody else is up against you, you can claim it as what it is. Sandy, perfect. And then I have a little wicker basket, and this ribbon looks like faux wire ribbon with a bow. It's got pink with little florals on it. The first two, I think as long as we're good, I don't see anybody else in. So the two plants, the little copper one and the terracotta one. Okay. And then the last choice in the little itty bitties like that, this one says made in China. And it's a basket full of what I think is supposed to look like like vegetables. Because that looks like beans and cucumbers and carrots, I think. That's strange. Yeah, I think that's what it's supposed to look like. They're a little itty bitty. I thought it looked like kids' blocks at first. So that basket is just under an inch tall as well. So those are the last three choices: the bucket, the basket, and the vegetable basket. I'm going to have to do some bagging up of miniatures for my booth, because these are just so tiny they can't just sit out. Okay, I have a little wooden dog. Yep, dog, $2 start. He's got a little red leash. Looks like I have one little spot right there that doesn't have the paint on it, but if you turn him this way, you can't see it. He's got black dots. Here's his little face. And he's over an inch with his tail, but he is just at an inch tall and 3/4 inches wide, just barely over an inch long. They lost their puppy. Oh, those would be cute for that. Okay. These are fun. This is what we need on the wash stand. This will be a $4 start. Genesis is taking the dog. Thank you. Dog to Genesis. Perfect. These will be a $4 start. They're little cloth towels. Now they're sealed in the bag, but I'm pretty sure they are fabric. So we have little red and blue stripes like the little tea towels. They're folded up like they would just go over a towel bar with a little goose and a cow. They are so cute. Yeah, let's see. I'm going to open it just enough so we can see the side of them. It's just one staple. If I take them out, they'll probably make a mess. But here's the back side, and you can see where they're folded and how the stripes are just a little bit off so that they're individually folded and done to put. See, they'd fit right up there next to the washstand. The perfect size for that. And then I dropped one anyway. So it's out of the bag. Really cute. I know sometimes I think of some of these things to make in the miniature world. Sandy's in on the towels. They were untouched by human hands until just now. So they're nice and clean. All right. 2-piece towel set. 4 for Sandy. Thank you. Wonderful. Well, I have a lampstand, but I don't have a shade. It's not in my box of littles. I think this is brass. It was originally a $17 piece at the miniature store. So it looked, or a candle stand. It looks like whatever, if it was candle or a little shade on there, it broke off. So if you, this will be a $4 start. If you have a shade or you want to make a shade, it's right at almost 4 inches tall, 3 3/4 inches tall. And like I said, originally, that's how much it was. It doesn't come apart. It doesn't untwist or anything. All of these past ones I've been doing are older ones. They're like the kind of stuff that I was getting when I was doing as a kid, doing the dollhouse. I'll tell you if they're new otherwise. This is a little wicker fan. It has a little loop on it. $2. I don't know what we're doing with this exactly. I mean, it could sit on a table, it could sit on a desk. I don't know if it would, what it reminds me of it, my mom had a half round window and she needed something like this to just block the sun. But I don't know what it would be for in a dollhouse unless you wanted, a gallery wall, that'd be a great idea. Hang it with some other pictures. Okay. This one's going to be a little bit tricky. I have a tea set. It is 4 pieces and it's metal. I'd like to start it at $8. Here's the tray. Has like a floral design in the middle. The tray is about 1 by 1 3/4 inches. Here's the teapot. Has a handle and a spout. It is 3/4 of an inch tall. And here is the creamer. It looks like the and then this is the creamer. Itty bitty creamer. And then this will be the test, won't it? Here they all are sitting on the tray. There's the sugar, the creamer, the teapot, all on the tray. Again, definitely need some of that museum wax. If you're going to put this on a type cut tray on a wall, you definitely would need something to keep these from jiggling off the little tea set tray. But yeah, the only thing that has a pattern on it is the tray itself. The 3 other pieces are just plain. This is the only thing that has the pattern, is the floral. And it's plain with a little feet and the handles on the bottom. And I'm going to put that back in the baggie so I don't lose its pieces. And right along with that, I have a mini place set. It came in this box. And this is metal as well. Is it open or not? It is not sealed. So we have Oh my goodness, these are tiny. There's just like for at a dining room table, we have a dinner plate, which is 7/8 of an inch. We have like a cream soup, which is just has a little bit. It's more shallow. It's like a bowl, a shallow bowl that stacks on there. I put them in my hand. Okay. We have a salad plate. Did I tell you a start, Kim? This will be the same start as the tea set, and there's 5 pieces. And that one stacks on there. And this is the teeny tiny saucer, which is a 1/2 inch across. And then the teeny tiny cup. And they all sit stacked like that, like you're putting it on a dining room table. Like a miniature place setting. I'm going to put them back in the bag so I don't lose the teacup. The teacup is almost that same size as the sugar was on the tea set. But it's a pretty simple design. There's no pattern or anything on it. It all fits in this little bitty box. I don't know. I mean, it must have came that way for how many place settings you want to have. And it says made in Taiwan. There's the picture of it. Okay. I have a miniature cloche. This will be a $5 start. I think this would be really great for putting over any little like floral or anything like that. If you wanted to do a little display with, with something on a table, there's the apple on there. If you had some little dried flowers or something you wanted to do, but it's the glass dome, and it would just sit on, like you could put on a little round disc. It is 1 inch across, and it is 1.5 inches tall. Reminds me of something you'd want a floral display under, or a vase with some of those little itty bitty dried flowers. No problem, Stephanie. I'm a really good enabler because mine's in the garage. I just don't remember I'm pretty sure I don't have all the pieces and things that went with it anymore. I just have the house itself in the garage. Okay. Next up for the kitchen, I think these are wooden. These are, let's do a $3 start. They are like Easter eggs, a pink, a yellow, and a blue. Little bitty tiny colored eggs. I mean, they're like 1/4 of an inch. They're just like 1/4 of an inch each way. So it would be together. They would look really cute in your little basket with, like this. If you put a little grass in the little basket and then you put your little Easter eggs in there, you'd have a whole thing. It would match up, fit just right. Okay, that is that one. These are new. This is meant to look like and it went all the way to the floor. The good news is it's plastic. And hopefully it didn't pop apart. Nope, we're good. It's meant to look like the little KitchenAid mixer. It's this big. It is a jade color, 7/8 inch across, 7-8 inches tall, and a 1/2 inch wide. And this goes up like this. There's the little beater. This little thing right here moves back and forth. Did I tell you a start, Kim? The start will be $4. I apologize. And then the little bowl comes off of the stand. So it is new. It is plastic. I put the bowl back on, the whole thing back down. It's meant to look like the vintage or the KitchenAid kind of mixers in the jadeite color. So That doesn't surprise me at all, does it? I'm going to find me a little baggie to put that one in. I know I had one over here. All right, Mom gets the mixer. I'm going to put it in the bag before I lose any pieces. Thank you. And this one is new, also plastic. We have the little plastic tray with the coffee pot or the water pitcher and two of the little mugs that are, this colors to look like jadeite. These are itty bitty. The mugs are about a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch tall. The little tray that they sit on is 1 inch by 3/4. And then the little pitcher, the lid comes off. And it's just under 1 inch tall as well. That will be the same start, $4. Sorry. So here's the tray. There's the water pitcher. So kind of like the, I guess the Pyrex mugs that are the Jadeite or Fire King ones. Little coffee server set. And again, fine in a bag to put those in. I get to describing it and I forget that I haven't told you a start. All right. So how are we doing? Everybody still hanging in there, doing all right? Oh, Gail. That's the coffee or the water pitcher set. Mug set. Thank you, Miss Gail. And I have 2 more new pieces, and then we'll move on to the next one. These I might have shown previously. Let's see. Let's go with $4 choice. This is a little perfume, a heart-shaped perfume with a little tiny cobalt blue stopper. I think it is acrylic. The stopper fits in right at the top, just like that, making it like 3/4 of an inch tall, just yay big. Oh, good. Thank you, Bonnie. And I'm going to set that down so I don't lose the stopper. And then the other little perfume is tinier. It's a 1/2 inch tall. It's like a clear little, I think they use like a prism bead with a rose for the top of it to look like a little perfume to sit on like a little dresser. I mean, itty bitty. Stephanie or Nancy's given us butterflies in the chat. Thank you so much. Put those back in there. Okay. Those. Okay. I have a couple more pieces of furniture. They'll be $8 starts, Kim. This is like a little curio cabinet. It has the door that opens. Has like a piece of glass or acrylic. I think it is glass. Like a little a footed curio cabinet. It has 2 shelves, so 3 places to put things. Like, oh, that could be hard to do because he won't stand up. There, like a little Santa. See how he fits right in there? This little curio cabinet is 5 inches tall and 1.5 wide and 1 deep. And the door opens like so. Sandy is in on that one. I think it had some newspaper or something in it, so this glass needs to have something washed. It just has some gunk on it. Something looks like it's stuck to it at some point in its life. So, all right, Miss Sandy. That is 8 for the curio. Thank you so much. I like that one. That's fun to put little pieces in. And then I think we're going to call this a dining room table. This was made in Taiwan, so it gives you the time period that it was created. We're going to put a little, here's a little basket of vegetables that we had earlier. This will be an $8 start as well. It is 5 inches by 3.5 and stands 2.5 tall. 2.5, 3.5, 5 inches. I think we had dining room table and chairs. We had a grandfather clock. I had some beds. We had all sorts of stuff. We used to have a couple different miniature and hobby stores here in town. Those don't even exist anymore. The only place that I know we can buy new miniatures at are at Hobby Lobby. So that's the dining room table. Oh, Sandy's going in on that one too. Okay. Okay. You have all sorts of fun stuff to play with. Michael's? Okay. I haven't been in Michael's in a long time though. But that's probably a good idea because I went to go look for the Hobby Town. Used to, and it's closed now too. So, all right. Thank you, Sandy. This guy is a $5 start, please. We have a little piece of tape. I can get that off of there though. It's a little wooden crate. It's a divided crate. And it has a advertising label on the one end, which says, oh yeah, real easy to read. I can't read that. Something brand. She's is like a little girl's face in a orange flower. The crate is 2.5 inches long by 1.25 each direction. It just moved again because the last time I knew it was kind of down by the Lowe's, and then it was gone. So yes, that's the other thing. So I love this crate because even this little crate could be like a little shelf on your shelf, and you could put here's the little, oh, that's too big. Vegetables that could display inside the crate. Okay. I'm going to move to one of my favorite things. I have 5 different sets total. I'm going to start with the smallest quantity and move our way up. And I thought I had them decided in my head what our start prices were. I think it was $8 start for this one, Kim. These are ceramic. They are nesting bowls. I have 5 different styles. This one only has 2 bowls. They're all yellow. So one fits inside the other, and this is $8 for this pair. You can see at the bottom how it's plain, and then this is the bright yellow color. Into an old, right, and that's empty now. That was empty when I was by it a month ago. But this is the next one. Correct. This was the yellow. This first one is a 2 count for $8. Okay. Gail's in on the yellow set. I have 5 different sets. And I'm starting with the smallest pieces. So I have a 2 count, a 2 count, a 3 count, a 3 count, and a 4 count coming. This is the yellow bowls. Okay, thank you, Miss Gail. Put you right there. Okay, this is the next 2 count. $8 start. They are also ceramic. The off-white ecru color with the red double stripe. They nest. Okay, come on. There we go. I think these are fantastic. I would love to know what era these are. I don't think they're new because they are ceramic, but they are super cute. And there's the 2 pieces. There we go. That's the second 2 count. Next stage up, we have a 3 count. Mom's going to go in on that one. The 3 counts will be a $12 start, Kim. The red, white. Two-piece. Got it. 2-piece. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Next is a 3 count. This one reminds me of the speckled, like enamel, excuse me, or a spongeware kind of look. So we have the ceramic at the bottom, you see was that off-white color. And here is the 3 nesting bowls. Mine keeps blipping off. And then this one. So there's 3, and they're all that cobalt blue speckled. So this is a 3-piece set for $12. And all back inside each other, they nest like so. That is the first 3-piece bowl set. Mom claimed the red and white one. The second 3-piece bowl set I have, $12 start. I kind of hoarded these so I could have them all here. 3 different colors, a red, an aqua to a yellow. You can see the ceramic at the bottom again. We have the red is the biggest one, and then the aqua blue is the middle, and then the yellow is the next size down. And the last set I have has 4 bowls. So these kind of remind me of the primary Pyrex a little bit. So we can call those primary. All right, last set I have is a 16 start. 4 bowls, $16 start. Here's the stack. They are the porcelain with that color at the bottom. Here's the colorway. Green to blue to red to yellow. And I'm going to pull them all out and go. There's our biggest one to green. So the next is the blue. And then red to the yellow. And they're itty bitty on the yellow one. And this is the $16 start for the 4-piece bowl set. I mean, look at how cute. These would be on your dining room table. I'm going to use it for a display, Sandy. Right here. There's our 4-piece bowls. And then see, we're going to make some bread with our little thingies in the bottle. And here's our little rolling pin because we're going to roll out whatever we're making in the bowls. So, I mean, adorable. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it? And then put your table back, Sandy. There we go. So Looks like Gail wants the 4-bowl set. Is that what we're looking at? And Sandy, 3-piece primary bowl set. And that one was at 12. And I think I have those straight. So Sandy's going with the 3-piece. Gail's going with the 2-piece. Those other ones. So the last one I have that I'm seeing has not been claimed is the cobalt with the speckled 3-piece set. As long as I got those right, we'll be good. Okay. All right. Am I caught up, Miss Kim? Yes, there it is. Okay. I was up there earlier. Somebody's going to have to remind me what this is called because I can't remember. It's a fancy tea item. I have 2 of them. This is it's the little bitty piece that's silver with a handle on it, and you use it for tea, and I don't remember what it's officially called. I have 2 available. They are both marked sterling silver. This one is a little bit smaller than the other. Thank you, Kim. And I think we need to start them at $12 choice. So here's this one, and here's this one. So one's just a little bit bigger than the other. I got them at different times. They both have that like filigree handle. Teeny tiny. The bigger one is about a 1/2 inch across. Yep. And then the littler one is about 3/8 inch. Now on the back side is where it's marked. And I believe they're marked 925 from what I was looking at them before. Let me see if I can show you. Okay. Infuser, that would make, I think that's it, Kathy. So there's the mark on the back. Oh, it's just so shiny. But they are silver. So I don't know if they were meant to. I don't think they were necessarily meant to, like a strainer like this. They do nest in each other. But I had one from one place and it came like this in this little bitty case. And the original price tag was $18 and the company was Fisher. And then I picked this one up because I knew I had one before. Same design, just a little bit bigger, and it also has a mark on the back. So, but it doesn't have, oh, Baba Wally, good to see you. Why I don't know if it's a tea strainer is there's no holes in it. I know. So I didn't go looking because I couldn't remember if these were in here or not. And I didn't go looking to go look them up. So there they are, the 2 sizes I have. So, all right. Good to know. You never know what you got. No worries. As long as you're not calling me Pat, we're good. They do almost look like measuring cups. They're super, I mean, again, some of the detail, we went to a miniature show. I've been to 2 now, I think. Some of the detail, these miniatures are amazing. And that's why I was like, oh, I have one of those at home. I know what that is. So, and I have a couple Christmassy winter little guys that would go great in the little shelves. That's what it is. That's what it is, Baba Wally. That makes sense. A porrager. And other than I don't know what it does, that's the word I was hearing. We might need a definition. So for us to, because I see them all the time at the thrift stores, like the real size ones. But they might need a definition. I don't know. But all right, next up, I have some little gnome guys or Santa guys. This one I think is German. He is wooden. This will be a $4 start, please. He's missing a little bit of paint there at the top of his arm. He used to have definitely a whatchamacallit. I totally agree. Hot cereal, see? He used to have a sticker on it, but I think this finish from having some of the other ornaments previously is the German style. The German or the Italian? I think it's German. I love his little lantern that's painted yellow, so it looks like he's got a light on. He's really cute. MJ in the chat. This is the gnome with lantern at 4. Thank you. He's been gracing my shelf with some of my little gnomies. And then this one, I don't know what year, where he came from. He needs to be a $5 start, please. He's carved wood, like a little gnome skier. His skis are that super thin, like wood. It's like almost like the wood shavings, like they do with some of the German trees, where they do the curls on the trees. And then his little ski poles are like a little acrylic piece, and he's painted. I love him. He is, so we know, his skis are 2 inches long. He is 1 3/4 inches tall and just about a 1/2 inch wide. And he's got a little pack with some goodies on it on the back. But to have both as ski poles are amazing. MJ on the gnome skier. Thank you. And then we're going to go even teeny tinier. So this one will be a $3 start. This is a little Santa one that looks like he was a miniature ornament. He is on a single ski, which looks to be, and he's kind of that same style of the German ornaments, but teeny tinier. So here's the first guy I had, and here's the skier. This is 2 inches tall. This skier is he's 3/4 of an inch tall. He's got a cute little beard and face and his buttons. And then he's got a little pack on the back. And the little eye hook at the top. But it's time to pass on my guy. So this is the Santa with ski. And we had him at 3. Thank you guys for helping me figure out the name of that thing. I'm going to write it down so I can remember what it is. Porriger. Definitely the collective helps me figure all this stuff out when I know those words just aren't coming out. To Miss Sandy. Thank you, Sandy. Now, let's see. I have a little pewter Precious Moments graduate. It has this will be a $3 start. Has a little charm at the top that has the Precious Moment logo on it, I believe. Or it says Precious Moments. Let's see if we can get it to turn the right direction so we can read it. No, it's not going to cooperate. But I know it's Precious Moments, I believe, and I know it's pewter from the weight of it. But it's like a charm, or that's its tassel. Well, there's its tassel from its mortarboard right there. Little girl, I believe, with her pigtails hanging out. She is about 1 inch tall and just about a quarter inch each direction. Itty bitty. Okay. That goes over there. Did all of those. Did all that. Now I have these 2 old metal miniatures. I saw some of these when I was back in the Midwest or in Pennsylvania or Ohio or something like that. And I didn't pick them up. I should have, but I didn't. I think these need to be I'll do one at a time. This will be an $8 start. I believe they came with like they had a sled or they had skis or a sleigh. But this is early metal toys. It's in pretty good condition, in my opinion, for being a child's toy. You can see it was scratched off a little bit where they were sliding it. This one is 1 3/4 inches long, about 1.5 inches tall, and about 1 inch wide. And I thought about getting some other pieces, but I couldn't remember what I had, so I just passed on them before, and now I'm like, oh, I really wish I would have. But this is the kid or girl that's all decked out in a little snowsuit to go out and play in the snow. And the other one I have, which I absolutely love, which will be a $12 start. I know he's got a little condition issue on his paint, but it is a Santa. Same thing. He looks like he should have been sitting like in a sleigh, but he's just sitting here waiting for the reindeer. He has a little bit of paint missing on the front, but he's got his great pack on the back and his boots in the black color there. There's the top of his hat. He is same size, 1 3/4 inches long, 1.5 inches tall, and he's just over an inch. He's about 1.25 inches wide because his elbows are sticking out more. I love this one. Again, here's the bottom. Now, John Walk had some Santas that were on like sleighs and skis or skiers, and I'm like, I need this. He's like, oh, they're not for sale. They're just to look festive. I was like, listen, Mr. Walk. MJ is in on the metal Santa. Thank you so much. Metal. That's a good one. I've enjoyed him on my shelf. So, okay. So, I think we're at a point that we've gone through all of the miniatures that I had pulled. The only other thing that I have, thank you, Baba Wally, Porringer, Ringer, Ringer, Porringer, not Porringer. Okay. I guess I think I've heard people pronounce it like porringer. Maybe they are leaving out the end, and that would make sense as to why I was hearing it that way. Okay, good. Thank you. Hard G. I got it. Awesome. So basically, I'm at the end of miniatures for tonight. The only thing I have that I could add on tonight, because we're a little bit short. If anybody's interested, I have some beaded earrings that are kind of themed winter. So if you're interested in those tonight, I can run those tonight, or I can add them to another night. So I'm going to show this one to start with. It's the only one I have in this style. And we're just going to make these $3 each pair, please, Kim. These are, yes, okay. These are Santa beads that they made into earrings. Oh, Santa. They're glass. And I think they've been paint. Oh, we have a. Oh no, that's just the bead at the. I'm like, they have a sticker. Nope, that's the bead at the bottom to keep them on. And there he is. I don't think they react. I don't think any of these react to anything. So I think they're really cute. Again, they won't be there for this Christmas, but Kathy's in on 3 on the Santa earrings. Let me get a new paper. You got it, Miss Kathy. Santa. Kathy. Perfect. Okay, and I will put them out so I can see them better. I have 3 pairs of this one available. They are glass beaded. They're to look like snowmen. So all $3 starts. Oh, you're cold too? Oh, you're cold. In San Francisco, it's that chilly? Wow. Well, I don't, it's chilly. Oh, that's a different size. That's a little different. All right. They're all a little different, but I have snowman. So we have like a dark red bead here for like a scarf, the black bead for the hat. And this one has 3 snowballs. And then I have 2 pairs that are like this with the 2 snowballs. 1 scarf, red, and the black hat bead. Yeah, they're all the same. So 2 pairs of those available. Yeah, that seems chilly. It's been nice here. It was a 65 yesterday, I think. And it got up to 55 today in the sunshine. It was beautiful. I have 2 of these pairs available. They're like a green triangular tree with a gold bead at the bottom. And I have 2 of those pairs available. I'm holding the other one. These are glass as well. And then I have 2 pairs of the decorated trees, like with their glass beads with the white garland, the red ornaments, and the trunk at the bottom. 2 of those available. They're all on these fishhook style for the earrings. I sorted them all out, and then of course I put them back together so they wouldn't fall off. All right, let's see. I have 2 pair like this available. They have a couple beads, like a pearl and a blue, and then a little pewter snowflake charm at the bottom. They're not very long. They're probably a little bit shorter. So I have 2 pairs of those available. These are much lighter because the charm is just little itty bitty. 3 pieces of that. There's the other snowflake. Okay. I have lights. I think these are plastic. And orange bulbs. 1 pair of those. Green snowflake. They are these beads are blue. Carol, glowy girl, is that what you're talking about? They're almost like a tealy blue, but they're definitely a blue. If that's what you're meaning, I'll double check and I'll pull you a pair. Right there. Okay. Are we good though? If you still want them, let me know. The other pair of the light bulbs I have is one's green, one's red. This is a plastic bulb as well. And then, okay, come on. Don't stick together, guys. Yeah, Carol, just let me know if it's a yes or a no on the snowflakes. Either way. If you wanted them to be green and would rather not have a blue pair, I understand. No, that's okay. Perfect. Thank you. I have some angels. So it's a charm angel, and then they put different color beads inside. So we have like the Aurora Borealis at the top, and then this is a pastel pink. I have 2 pairs of the pink angels. They're a little bit longer. They're a little bit bigger. The angel charm itself is 1.25 inches. Those has a little bit more of a drop. So I have 2 pairs of the pink angel. I have a purple angel. It has the Aurora Borealis beads and then 1 purple in the middle in the dress. It's kind of a dark, smoky amethyst purple color. 1 pair of those. I have 1 pair of a emerald green angel. Again with the Aurora Borealis and the single emerald green color bead in the middle. These are glass beads. And 1 red pair. So Aurora Borealis and 1 big red bead in the middle of the angel. They are pretty light because the charm is not real thick. Nancy, let's see. Phrase in the dance. You're going to take a red pair. You got it. Thank you. Angel. And then I think basically the last choice I have
You wanted purple. Becky.
You want the purple?
No.
No? How did I read that
Praise
wrong?
wanted purple because
You're
you
right.
saw my red angel right below it.
Okay.
So
See how you read my mind. Thank you. Got it. Purple. Purple for Nancy. Praise him. And then the last choice I have is 3 pairs available. Is a Santa charm with a red bead at the top. So we have, okay, I'm going to show you one at a time because they want to turn around. So there's the front of the Santa charm. And there's the back. And it has the red bead at the top. And I have 3 of those available. Like so. Because the other ones I have aren't, well, I have a blue bead, but I mean, there's no like theme to it. It's just the glass beads. These were somebody else's that they put together. Not, I didn't put them together. And then there's like an Aurora Borealis with a red dangly bead at the bottom. They don't have any charms or themes or anything to them. So, okay. I believe that is the end of the earrings that I had. Blue bead earrings. Yep. $3. Got it. Kathy says the first green tree earring. I guess they do kind of look like a bell. Sure. It can be whatever you want them to be. That one? You got it. So I'll put them down as bells for you. Green bells. You got it. Okay. I'm just going to put these over here again so I don't knock anybody off. We all got all the things. My thing to look up. And then I think we made it. I think we made it through tonight. So day 5 tomorrow. I'm gonna look at my little list because I might rearrange a few things. But okay. All right. We got all sorts of goodies coming still. So day 5, we're 1/3 of the way through. Miss Kristen will be back tomorrow night for day 5. And we'll just keep going, making our way through the whole 12 days. So everybody have a great night. Thank you again. It's so nice to see so many people popping up in the chat and saying hello. Appreciate you coming and hanging out and supporting me tonight. So everybody have a good one. Thanks, Kim. Talk to y'all later.